reopen the meeting with the roll call. I mean, a motion and a second. We have a motion. I believe.
Second.
And who was the second?
This is
Eve.
Thank you.
Emilio, do you have control? Can you mute everybody?
I don't have control of the technology.
Dave?
We can do that right now.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Hold on, I'm trying to ask Dr. Parker. Nathan, they're trying to. Dave, can you try sending this to Dr. Parker again?
Yep, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Where are we, folks? I apologize. We're at roll call. Miss Jana? Miss Church?
Here.
Dr. Davis?
Here.
Mr. Gonzalez?
Here.
Mr. Tonic?
Here.
And Miss Robinson?
Here.
I apologize, we skipped over the, we'll do the pledge allegiance and then I'll do the meeting notes. We have.
I have a flag right here.
All right. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Ms. John, I'll read the meeting statement. Let the minutes reflect that adequate notice of the meeting has been approved in the following manner. On Tuesday, May 19th, 2020, notice this meeting was posted on the Montclair Board of Education public website and filed with the township clerk. The time, date, and of this meeting were accurately set forth. On Thursday, May 21st, 2020, notice of this meeting was posted in the Herald News. Date, time, and location of this meeting were accurately set forth therein. On Thursday, May 28th, 2020, notice of this meeting was posted in the Montclair Times. Date, time, and location of this meeting were accurately set forth therein. On Thursday, June 4th, 2020, notice of the time change for this meeting will be posted in the Montclair Times and the Herald. The date, time, and location of this meeting are accurately set forth therein. Please be advised that this meeting is considered a public meeting under the law and may be taped, broadcast, used, or reproduced in ways and in mediums beyond the control of the Board of Education. Individual statements and opinions expressed are solely those of the speakers and do not necessarily represent the Montclair Board of Education. Please keep in mind that if you directly disclose personally identifiable information or personally sensitive data regarding yourself or others during this public meeting, this information may be collected and used by others. Accordingly, the board asks that members of the public be courteous and mindful of the rights of other individuals when speaking. Specifically, comments regarding students and employees of the board are discouraged. Students and employees have specific legal rights afforded to them by the laws of New Jersey. The board bears no responsibility and will not be liable for any comments made by members of the public. Speakers should therefore carefully evaluate their statements for individual consequences under the law and should obtain any appropriate professional advice prior to speaking. Thank you. With that, I will make the, if everyone who is not speaking, if you can please just have your microphones on mute so that we don't get feedback from all the individuals. And at this point, I'm not sure if we have Dr. Parker who's joined us at this point in time yet.
We're waiting.
All right. We know he was having trouble logging on. Dave, were you able to help Dr. Parker?
I did send the email twice. I don't know.
Let me see if I can help him.
Media, you're calling him right now?
Yes, I am. I'm going to put him on mute. David's asking him for a password.
Okay. Can you text him my number?
I'm gonna connect you and Dave. Hold on. Right, Nathan?
I got it. I'm in. I'll call him right now.
Yep.
Amelia, you done?
We're still waiting on Dr. Parker trying to log on.
All right. Good evening.
I'm sorry, what's that, Latifah?
So, Dr. Parker? So, Dr. Parker still not here?
Yeah, we're still waiting on him.
I don't want to. So I know he really wants to be a part of this. I don't really want to start this without him. Dave, is that still a problem, or Nick, who's ever trying to get him?
I believe Dave's still working with Dr. Parker on getting him back in right now.
Video, who's trying to get him? Who's trying to get him?
Dave is working with Dr. Parker. I know we have a number of people in the audience. Let me see if I can. Latifah, do you want me to see if, while we're waiting, if I can get the statement he was going to read, if he doesn't mind? I know Dr. Parker had something prepared.
Okay.
All right, we see Dr. Parker now.
Okay, so you guys did the pledge already, or where are we?
We're up to the superintendent's report, Dr. Parker.
Okay, so first of all, I want to pay tribute to the events that took place this afternoon. It was a Zoom call sponsored by Ms. Petal Robinson and her team and the Restorative Justice. I think there were almost 300 people on the call to try to make sense of the tragic events of the past week. I thought it was a remarkable, diverse group of people who were on the call and the Zoom. It was handled very professionally. There was an excellent panel, including our board president, Ms. Jana. There was one of the questions, so what are you feeling now? And one of my feelings was, sadness, but also a sense of hopefulness. My prayer and my hope is that the community can come together and learn, as tragic as these events is, that we might eventually have some significant social change. So I just want to thank the organizers who put the event together. And I believe that, especially I guess what I would like to say also is the youth, hearing the youth speak was quite remarkable, and it was a combination of someone from the police, somebody from the community. So Maciel, there was a number of really thoughtful people. So I just want to say thank you to that group, and I hope that can be sort of the foundation for building for the future in terms of really having responsible social justice and make sure that I hope that it can be much more effective than it has in the past. I'm 74 years old. I was sort of born into the beginning of the civil rights movement, and as much of a miracle as it was for me to see Barack Obama elected president, that would never imagine that would happen in my lifetime. But to see what's happening now saddens me beyond belief. But at the same time, I remain hopeful. And I just want to offer my great appreciation for those in the community who came together and hope that it continues. I'd also like to say that I also attended a Zoom call with the Blue Wave and the police department yesterday, and I thought that was a beginning dialogue, which I believe will have long-term effects as well. So tonight, I think one of the most beautiful evenings of my life was actually the time I retired, 4 years, 5 months, and it's been a long time ago. I guess I went back to work in Montclair, so I've had an interesting experience and appreciative for this opportunity. However,
Yes, Steve. Ms. John, is that you?
So should I stop the video?
I'm not sure. Someone just called out. I think it was Ms. Jana. And we seem to video of her now.
Maybe Ms. Jana, I'm seeing her having an orange triangle, which means she's got a low input. She might want to make some comments about this afternoon. I think probably would love to give her an opportunity to reflect as well before I start recognizing the retirees.
Let me out her call again.
Emilio, has anybody been able to reach him?
Yes, Dr. Parker has been on, Latifah. We kind of lost your video. So he's been speaking. Hello? You seem to have difficulties now with Ms. Jana.
There she is.
Hey, you're back. Can you hear us? She seems to be freezing.
I thought that was him. I just heard somebody come on.
No, he's on, Ms. Jana. Dr. Parker's been on.
He's been on for quite a while.
Yeah, I think she's having problems because her computer keeps going in and out. Her video. Yeah, there she is again.
Dave, do you know what's going on?
It gives us a specific diagnosis about saying that her bandwidth is a little low, so it could either be slow Wi-Fi or she just needs to restart her device that she's on, her computer or cell phone, iPad.
You mind handing me my sports jacket over here, Michelle? Hand me my sports jacket.
Maybe Dave could call Latif and help figure that out while you're talking, Dr. Parker.
I'm on the phone with Miss Jana. She's having trouble. So if the board wants to go on with the meeting, we'll try and get her on. Okay?
Okay. Priscilla's here. She's the vice president. She can.
Media, can we give this another about 5 minutes? And then go ahead and get started.
He already got started, Latifah.
Latifah, can you hear us now? Latifah's having problems because she's coming in and out. Latifah, can you hear us?
And maybe can we get Dave her number so he can reach out to her and provide her some support?
Yep, I'm trying to do that now too.
All right, great. Thank you.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
No, we have Dr. Parker continue, and Chief can make comments when the board makes their comments.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead with the honoring of the retirees. Is that your directive, Ms. Church?
Yeah, I thought that was good. So keep it moving, and then she has time during the board comment period to talk about her impression of that meeting.
Okay, so I have a little bit of a formal statement I'd like to read to our retirees before they're introduced. And so welcome retirees. What a wonderful milestone. We are delighted to celebrate with you this evening as we reflect on your careers in public education. Many of you served many years, 20, 30 years. We are honored to salute you and the many contributions you have made over the years to the success of our schools. You have served countless numbers of students and families partnered with colleagues who serve the community. We're very grateful for your service. I fondly remember my retirements, and it can be a time with lots of mixed emotions. Only having been there one short year, only been here one short year, I'm honored to have met so many of you. You're amazing people who enrich the lives of the students in your care, oftentimes overcoming obstacles and challenges to do so. No more so than recently. However, no challenges were too difficult for you to progress forward and provide both educational opportunities and social and emotional support for students and families alike. On behalf of the members of the Board of Education and all the administrators and your colleagues, we thank you for your dedication, professionalism, and camaraderie. And as I too will soon be departing Montclair, I hope you enjoy the next journey as much as I have enjoyed my time in Montclair and having you as part of the district. And now we will begin with more personal attributes with the district nursing supervisor, Mrs. Betty Strauss, who will tell us about one of our nurse retirees. Betty?
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to talk to you for a minute about Anna Yergin, one of our nurses who's retiring this year. Anne's compassion, kindness, dedication, and creativity earmarks Anne's 18-year career in the Montclair Public Schools. Anne generously supported students, families, and staff in the Georgianus Annex from 2002 until 2016, at which time she transferred to Edgemont with the little ones. She has been a leader and friend to her nurse colleagues. Our MEA representation and sunshine may not have existed without her persistence. Anne has always held extremely high professional standards. Without hesitation, Anne jumped in to help her school community and school nurse community, pushing everyone to do their best for children. The pandemic has changed the normal course where retiring staff members naturally wind down, bid their students and colleagues farewell, and soak in the well wishes. This year, the doors literally just closed. I know this ending has been very hard for Anne, and I'm sure for many of our retirees. And now is your time to pursue the dreams you have placed on hold while working and raising two lovely daughters. Be well, relax, and rejoice with your family and friends. Thank you for all you have done for the Montclair Public Schools. We will miss you dearly, but hope you will return one day as a very special sub. Love you, Anne.
Hey, congratulations. Thank you, Anne.
If you want to say a few words, you can.
I just want to say how what a pleasure it's been working with Betty all these years. I graduated with Betty. Appreciate her leadership and would not have been so easy in a way without your leadership. Thank you so much for everything, all the support, and stay well. Good luck, everybody. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next, our business administrator, Mr. Emilio DeAndrea, to tell us about our retired transportation manager. Emilio?
Thank you, Dr. Parker. It is with great pleasure that I talk about Ms. Christine Harris. I've only had the pleasure of knowing her for a few years, but Christine entered the district in 2005 as a secretary. She worked her way as a secretary into several different positions, and the last position she held was as a transportation supervisor for 2 years. Christine has always been a hardworking, dedicated individual who's always tried to do her best in every aspect of the jobs that she performed. And the one thing that I will say about Christine that I learned in the 2 years working with her is that no matter what it is, she will always be and always will give you the most honest opinion, be it personal, professional, or otherwise. So that's one thing that I always require from her, because as a personal thing, she used to tell me certain things about my children that she was spot on about, but she was always honest and truthful. I know that she has been enjoying her retirement. As I saw her when we first started, she looks much happier, healthier, and I'm assuming that she's been, up until COVID-19, enjoying taking her cruises and visiting the various casinos in the area.
Yes.
Christine, once again, best of health and stay healthy and enjoy your time as retired.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to the board, especially thank you to Emilio, because he put it light, but he put up with a lot of my I don't know, borderline abuse. He allowed me to come into his room and vent and get it all out, and then came and we worked out the problem, and he backed me up every time. So I'm appreciative of that. I'm glad that he let me spread my wings, because like you said, I came in as a secretary, I left as a supervisor, and I'm thankful for that. I made many forever friends at the Board of Education. They're forever friends. I'll have them forever, and I'm grateful for the time that I had with the board. So thank you. Thank you.
So now we're going to go in alphabetical order of the elementary school principals. So we'll start with Bullock School. We'll start with Bullock School with Principal Nami Kuwabara.
Hi, good evening, Dr. Parker, members of the board. I just wanted to take this opportunity to congratulate two amazing paraprofessionals who have worked in Bullock School, but Sue Donovan has been 20 years in Montclair, first in Watchung and then at Bullock, and Joanne Bell, who is retiring after 18 years, and she's been a forever Rand Bullock person. And I think when you talk about paraprofessionals, you want those people who are going to support your child as though they were their own child. And in both Sue and Joanne, that is what families would get. Sue Donovan, you always get the job done, and you bring your sense of humor to everything you do. We wish you the best. She looks forward to spending more time with her kids and traveling. And Joanne Bell, you are always the mama bear. And even years after kids have left elementary school, they come back from high school and they're like, "Where's Miss Bell? Where's Miss Bell?" That's how you have left a mark on their lives. And so we congratulate you and we wish you the best. You will be missed. Congratulations.
If they'd like to say a few words, they may.
Joanne, if you're talking, you have to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me? Okay. I just want to thank you for all the support you've given me. I've had a tough year, and the school and the people in Montclair just touched my heart. And thank you so much. I enjoyed every year I worked in Montclair. So the best to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Would your other colleague like to say a few words?
I don't think we can hear her.
Thank you, Brandon.
Is she muted?
It's recording. Now,
Sue, unmute yourself.
Yeah.
This one only has his one big face.
That's just because it's
Set that way?
no, it's the web versus the app. So
That's okay. They haven't gotten the virus.
and that way
She's saying something, but we can't hear her.
Maybe along the way when it's working, we'll bring her back on. Okay. Okay. So next we have Edgemont School Principal Jeff Freeman.
just
Good
go.
Mr. Parker, members of the board, Montclair Public School Community.
Just click that.
The great Jeanette Williams, Parker introduced, and he was doing his speech. Professionals who've had careers of 20, 30, 40 years, but I did not hear it say 50 years. Because if you do not know, Jeanette Williams has been a part of the Montclair Public School systems for 50 years. Ms. Williams, for many years, you have devoted yourself to educating children. Now you can look back with the pride at all you've accomplished, celebrate your exemplary. Congratulations on 50 years of teaching and best wishes for retirement. And I know that she's trying to get on. She's texting me right now, so I'm going to call her and try to get her to she's having problems with the camera, so I'm going to try to help her out, and I think she would like to say a couple words. So hopefully we can come back to her once she can fix her camera.
Okay, so let's keep track of that, Mr. Freeman. Thanks so very much.
Okay.
Now we'll go to Northeast School. Dr. Gail Clark will introduce her retirees.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to extend my congratulations, gratitude, and best wishes to all of the district retirees as I offer my special thanks and recognition to my Northeast colleagues. Thank you is such an inadequate expression for all of the work, kindness, skills, and time that these dedicated educators have shared with all of us. And each of our Northeast retirees have touched the lives of countless children, families, and colleagues. We are all better for knowing them and for the good they've done for children and for our profession. First, I'd like to recognize Valerie Elgin. She has been a member of the Montclair School District for 12 years, working as a paraprofessional at Nishuane and Northeast schools. And I've had the privilege of working with Valerie in both schools, and I've always known her to be a dedicated, caring, and compassionate educator who's gone above and beyond to support students and teachers in a variety of ways and in a variety of classrooms. Valerie has also supported students in the extended year program and is known by parents, students, and colleagues to be helpful, kind, and always willing to do whatever it takes to help children find their successes. Valerie shared with me that she was called to work with children, beginning as a private owner of a daycare, and then in her role as a paraprofessional in Montclair, where she worked with some of the very children that started with her in her daycare. We thank and applaud Valerie for sharing her talents and time with all of us and wish her nothing but the best in her future pursuits. Congratulations, Valerie.
Would Valerie like to say a few words?
Where is Valerie?
Not sure that she's on.
She's not.
No, we don't have anybody by the name of Valerie. All right, so we'll move on.
I'll continue then. Our second honoree is Nancy Franklin. Nancy Franklin has been a public school educator for 22 years, with 17 of those dedicated to the children at Northeast School. Nancy taught 5th grade for several years, but has spent the majority of her time working with students and staff as our curriculum support teacher with a specific focus on reading. In addition to holding a master's degree in teaching, Nancy is a Wilson certified reading teacher and has been the ELA subject matter leader for our school for many years. In addition to Nancy's invaluable work for us in the areas where she's not only taught children to be strong readers, she's also helped her colleagues become stronger teachers of reading. And I can't begin to describe the help and friendship that Nancy has offered to me as we've worked in partnership to support children. Nancy is regarded by all as a caring and skillful educator, a helpful and supportive colleague, and a good friend. She has served on countless committees and has been recognized as a Weston Award recipient. And on top of all of that, Nancy and her husband have raised 2 highly successful sons who are both Montclair grads. We will be forever grateful for Nancy's dedication to her students and her invaluable contributions to our school community. We wish her nothing but the best as she writes the next chapter of her life story. Congratulations, Nancy.
I do have somebody named Valerie, so why don't we
Oh, okay, sorry.
pull her up and maybe she get her recognition.
Should we hear from Nancy first, since Nancy's on the screen?
Sure.
Okay, go ahead, Nancy.
Okay. I just want to say thank you, Gail. Thank you to all my colleagues and the board. It's been a great run, full of joys and challenges, and some challenges that even turned into joys eventually. I'm grateful for all my colleagues and for the many years I've spent here, and I just have loved working with children. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Dave, are we going to hear from Valerie, you think?
I hope so.
Okay. Oh, there she is.
Just like to say how grateful I am for the opportunity that I was given to be a part of the Montclair Board of Ed, be in the Montclair school system. It is with great sadness that I am leaving, but there's so much more to pursue in my life, and I'm just looking forward to that. And I just want to say thanks to Dr. Clark and to everyone that supported me while I was there. Thank you.
Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you, Valerie.
Thank you. Okay, and finally, our last colleague to be honored this evening is Honey Walia. Honey has served as an educator in Montclair and specifically at Northeast School for 27 years. She spent the majority of that time as a 1st grade teacher, but has also taught 5th grade science and social studies and was the global studies magnet teacher for the past 3 years. She too served as a volunteer for countless school and district committees, contributing to curriculum development, report card revisions, and community activities. Honey is described by all as a kind, energetic, and dedicated teacher. She has always approached teaching with a passion and has shared the love of our profession with aspiring teachers as the Northeast Student Teacher Liaison with Montclair State University. She has been recognized on 2 separate occasions as a Western Award recipient and has demonstrated a dedication and care for her students and their learning that is second to none. And coincidentally, she and her husband also raised 2 highly successful children who are both grads of the Montclair Public Schools. We are grateful for Honey's invaluable contributions, and we wish her nothing but happiness and fortune in her retirement.
Would you like to speak?
Sure. Why not?
There she is.
All right. Here I go. Just wanted to thank Dr. Clark, for her guidance. I do want to thank all my previous administrators, Terry Trick-Scales, Kathy Lindsay, and Joe Petrino for guiding me. I wouldn't be able to have done this without my husband and my 3 wonderful children. I'm in Montclair, so I'm not done as yet. You will all see me around a lot.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you.
So now we go to Watchung School to Mr. Krim.
Hi, thank you, Dr. Parkey. Thank you, board, for inviting me to be a part of this tonight. I want to take a second to acknowledge all the retirees. Congratulate you guys. Good luck on your journeys. Especially Roz Thompson at Glenfield, who was very helpful to me when I was a 23-year-old tech teacher just coming into the field. So congratulations to all of you. Like Mr. Friedman said earlier, he was in my head. I was thinking the same thing. Dr. Parker said 30 years, 20 years. Sandra Cook McKnight has been in education for 50 years. The last 48 of them in Montclair, the last 35 of those at Watchung School. She has done everything from K to 5 to curriculum support to response to intervention teacher to our sales and our stars teacher. She's very active in the community. I see her when we go to the breakfast at St. Mark's Church. And what really impresses me about Sandy is she's a lifelong learner. Because even during this time or during any time that I bring in a new idea, she's just asking questions, and any initiative, she wants to be a part of it. And that's what's really impressive, that I wish myself, after 50 years in education, still just had that love and that what's best for children is always on her mind. And that's amazing. So, Sandra, we wish you well and good luck in all your endeavors. And we will welcome you back at Watchung anytime you'd like to come visit.
Congratulations. That's great.
Would you like to speak?
She is on here. I saw her. Miss McKnight? You just got to unmute yourself down at the bottom.
It's not working.
She is unmuted, but we can't hear her.
Turn your volume up.
Her sound isn't working.
I think it hit her this morning. We had a staff meeting this morning. It was her last staff meeting of her career. Probably number 480 if you covered that year. But so we can't hear her. Maybe we can figure it out. And
we can bring her back, okay, Mr.
Bring her back. I just want to, there are 3 other retirees who are not here, so I'll just briefly mention them. Mary Ann Arnold is our librarian, us and Nishwain, part-time. John Warren is the custodian, and Deb Ventura is the paraprofessional. They're all retiring and will be very missed from Watchung students, parents, and the community. So I just wanted to mention them briefly.
Thank you very much. So we're going to go to the the middle schools. So we'll start with Buzz Aldrin and Dr. Jill Sack and Assistant Principal Major Jennings.
Good evening, everyone. If I can get through my words without crying tonight, then that will be a huge accomplishment for me. Usually when one of our staff members retires, I write a poem that's like a long, funny kind of Dr. Seuss type of poem. Our 4 retirees are going to have to wait till we're in person to hear that, okay? I promise I'll write one for you. I'm going to start with Donna Cubsa. Donna is our LDTC, our learning consultant, and Donna's been an educator for 35 and a half years and has been in Montclair for 32 of those years. I'll tell you this, every school needs a Donna Cubsa.
I spoke to Donna almost every evening this past week. Major and I had a meeting with her. We met with her in a Google Meet on Memorial Day. I probably texted her and emailed her 100 times since then. I've spoken to Donna when she's on vacation in Arizona, when she's with her kids in Rhode Island, when she's on the beach in Florida, and when she's driving home late at night from the course that she teaches at Montclair State. Donna takes all of my calls, surprisingly, but she does because she knows they're about students, and Donna is all about kids. She is there for our kids. She would do anything to help or support a teacher or a student, and her passion for working with students who have special needs is extraordinary. Donna is a special ed advocate, well-versed in the law and policy that governs education, and she is a true champion of children in every way. The staff and I will miss her so very much, and we all wish her a very happy retirement. Donna, I will still be calling you almost every day if you don't mind. Congratulations, Donna.
Would Donna like to say a few words? I'm sure she would, as much as she speaks with you.
I wasn't prepared for this because I thought we were just supposed to say thank you or wave or something. So I was not prepared. I want to thank Jill and Major, who has been a big part of my life as friends. They are truly friends. As my past administrators, Mark and Vicky, it is wonderful to have supported administrators. It makes every day a beautiful day to come to work because you know you're being supported. I want to thank all my staff members, all my coworkers, including Latifa Jana, who was a coworker with me for years. And I know many of you who are retiring as we have gone through different journeys together. This is my journey. I will continue my journey. And as I've told people, I'm not going very far, so I'm still here to help and talk to some of you and give you whatever you need. And yes, Jill, I'll always take your phone calls, even if you call me every day. So thank you very, very much. You have made me who I am. This district has made me who I am. Thank you very much.
Our next retiree is Ms. Consuelo Ortiz. Consuelo has been a teacher for 25 years, having spent 21 of those years in Montclair. Consuelo was our House 1 math teacher during her years at Buzz Aldrin, which I think she still lovingly calls Mount Hebron. Consuelo has taught all levels of middle school math, including 6th grade algebra and geometry. She also served as our math subject matter leader for many years, heading up our math department and providing guidance to our teachers and parent community. I met Consuelo many years ago when one of her 3 amazing sons was in my class at Mount Hebron. She was the best parent, always bringing cookies to our parent conferences. Consuelo is the consummate professional. She's poised, articulate, and very committed to making sure students succeed. She's always prepared and could be found in her classroom late into the afternoon and then early again the next morning. Consuelo is a dedicated, kind, and passionate teacher who will be deeply missed by her students, their families, and the entire Buzz Aldrin or Mount Hebron staff. Consuelo, we wish you a long, peaceful, healthy, and happy retirement.
Would you like to say a few words? Yeah.
Thank you, Jill. Thank you so much, Jill and Major and everyone at Buzz Aldrin. It's been a pleasure to work for the Montclair Public School. There's nothing like it. You know, it's made me who I am. Teaching will always be a part of me. I want to especially thank all of my colleagues that I work with and all of the support that I got this past year, this really difficult past year for me. My House 1 friends and colleagues, and I may be a little biased, but I work with the best math department in the district. And I just want to say it's bittersweet to leave the district, but I'm looking forward to what lies ahead for me. So good luck and congratulations to all the retirees. With Mount Hebron for life.
Strauss is our third retiree this year. I don't know if Bill is on here, but Bill is our band teacher, and he's been teaching for 25 years. To know Bill Strauss is to love him. I tell the parents at our spring concerts that when I visit Bill's class in the beginning of the year, he's there showing kids how to hold an instrument. He is literally saying, put this part in your mouth and press the keys over here. And then, just like magic, a few months later, those same kids are playing in the band up on the stage, and Bill is there tapping to the music, and he's so very proud. Bill, you should be proud of yourself. You've inspired so many students with your love of music, your talent for teaching, and your passion for all kinds of songs and pieces your students might play. You know you've brought me to tears when your concert band played the West Side Story medley and many other concert favorites. We'll all miss you, and we wish you a wonderful retirement in your new home. Best wishes to you, Bill. Congratulations. Oh, there he is.
Thank you, Dr. Sack. And I want to give a shout out to, first of all, my colleagues on the Related Arts team. It's a great group of guys, gals, and to all the staff members and former administrators of Mount Hebron and Buzz Aldrin. And to all the students I had the pleasure of knowing and sharing, making music with, thank you.
Thanks, Bill. And I have one more retiree. I'm not sure if he's here, but I want to congratulate Mr. Simon Lee. Mr. Lee was a custodian in Montclair for over 20 years. He came into Buzz Aldrin like clockwork every afternoon, working at his day job all day. Mr. Lee was our night custodian, and he could always be counted on to help out during our many evening events, our shows, our nighttime meetings, you name it, Mr. Lee was there to lend a helping hand. I loved when we had evening PTA meetings and Mr. Lee would offer to wait by the door just for a little while so he could greet the parents and show them where the meeting was being held. He developed many close friendships with our staff members and will be missed by everyone. Mr. Lee, we wish you a happy and restful retirement in Alabama with your family. You deserve all the happiness in the world. I don't know that Mr. Lee is here, but we'll congratulate him, and best wishes to all of the Buzz retirees and to all of you in the district who are retiring. Congratulations. You're all amazing. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Sack. Now we're going to ask from Glenfield, Mrs. Erica Pierce and Assistant Principal Francis Abushi to recognize their retirees. Thank you.
Unmute your mouth, Mike.
Erica, unmute yourself.
I thought, hi, everybody. Okay. Good evening to Dr. Parker, members of the board, and to the retirees of the Montclair Public Schools. This is probably one of the hardest speeches that I've had to do all year.
Yes.
I would like to recognize Glenfield's only retiree, Miss Roz Thompson, Marshall Thompson. I'm so sorry, Roz. I'm sorry. I'm emotional. You've been with the Montclair Public School System for 45 years. Most of you You are the biggest cheerleader and advocate for our struggling students. I will so miss you coming into my office. I just have to say something. Bam! Door slams, and then meetings are canceled, calls are finished, because it's Roz's time. And I got to tell you, Roz, half of the building doesn't even believe that you're retiring. They think that this is like a hoax, like the 2020 hoax. So we're expecting confetti to drop behind you, and a banner that's
Just kidding.
going to be here forever.
Really.
We will so miss you. You are one of the most loved. You are the backbone of our building. You are the backbone of the math department. We love you. I'm one of those people who's still in denial too, so I will do all the niceties for you, Roz. Congratulations. I can't wait for you to start this new chapter of your life. I hope you, Danny, and your mom go riding off into the sunset on a cruise. He's like, yeah. Even though I'm going to end by saying, like, yeah, congratulations on your graduation, but yeah, we'll still see you in September because no one believes that this is actually happening. But I want to say that I met you the summer before I got the job at Glenfield, and you gave me the warmest welcome when I came. In fact, after the board meeting, the first text of congratulations I got was from you because of that summer program that we taught in. And so I just want to say thank you. You will be missed.
Yes.
Which is why everybody's in denial. Nobody believes that this is even real anyway. And I'm just very happy for you. And I look forward to talking to you when you are on the other side and enjoying life.
Yes.
In the
Live your best life, Roz.
retirement.
Yes.
We love you. Mwah.
Would Roz like to say a few words?
Please.
You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, hi, good afternoon. I wrote something down, but I was told that I should speak from the heart, which I generally do. But I did write a couple of things, but it seems like yesterday that I accepted the position to teach math at Mount Hebron School in 1975, right out of Douglas College. And yeah, I looked up for my age, but I'm getting my first Social Security check next week. So I have had the pleasure of working with many principals and vice principals, some which I don't even remember their names because it's been a long time. But even with the teachers, the custodians, the secretaries, guidance, child studies, my colleagues at Mount Hebron and Glenfield Middle School. During this time, I learned to trust my heart and always put my students first, always wanting what was best for all my students, meeting them where they are and guiding them, hopefully, to be the best that they could be. In closing, to my Glenfield family, you know how I feel about you. Words cannot express. I'm getting emotional.
Don't you cry. Don't do it. Keep it together. Keep it together. You can do it.
Words cannot express my gratitude for all the love, support, and friendship and that I received. Stay strong, Glenfield. Stay together, Glenfield. And yes, First Friday lives.
Yes, yes, yes.
And, Montclair Public Schools, just so you know, Roz is the one-woman culture and climate committee of the building. And so with Roz leaving, Glenfield is just not going to be as fun. But now that she's saying that First Friday lives, we're good. Congratulations. We love you.
Congratulations, Roz. Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Pierce. Thank you, Ms. Ibushi. Very nice tribute. Congratulations, Roz. So we are now going to Renaissance with Dr. Joe Petrino.
Good evening, Dr. Parker, members of the board. First, on behalf of the Montclair Principals Association, I would like to offer our most heartfelt congratulations. It's with great enthusiasm and the best of intentions that we enter the field of education. Whether you are a teacher, administrator, secretary, aide, or custodian, you are an integral part of this school system. Our passion to see children succeed drives us to take a role in shaping their lives. In the breadth of your careers, you have touched the lives of countless children. We thank you all for your professionalism, generosity, and spirit. You've been an inspiration to all of us. I have the pleasure of recognizing two retirees tonight. The first retiree is Dr. Keith Bryman, who is 50 years in the field of helping children, and we were lucky to scoop him up in 2002. In my time in Montclair, I've had the fortunate experience of running into Keith several times because Keith has supported several schools. He has supported Montclair High School, he has supported Glenfield, Buzz Aldrin, and Renaissance. But through that time, Keith also took the role not only as a social worker, but he was a supervisor for special education for quite some time. And during that period, he even worked with me with elementary school child study teams. Keith and I, kind of re-collaborated at Renaissance over the last year. And I have to say it was a pleasure to get Keith back on board because there is no one that is more meticulous, compassionate, or patient than Keith. His work is bar none, and he puts everything into every case that I've ever seen him manage. If you want it done right, sometimes you have to go to the right person, and Keith is that man. If I have to sum up Keith in a nutshell, it would be our experience with some of the most difficult children. I have found myself sitting on the floor with Keith, with a child, for hours on end, just calmly talking until that child comes around. Because that's the kind of person Keith is. He puts his time in, not only for children, but for this district. It's going to be a hard time replacing someone of his caliber, compassion, and meticulous nature. Thank you so much, Keith. You've meant everything to me in being in the district. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe, for those incredibly kind words. And you're right. I see all the faces on the screen, and the truth is, in my going to many different schools, high schools and elementary schools, I know a lot of people. Montclair gave me a second chance after I left the New York City Board of Ed, and I hope I made the most of it. I've worked with some incredible administrators, teachers, and of course, child study team people that I've spent most of my time with. And it's been an amazing, rewarding experience. But like all us, it's time to leave, and it's my time. So I want to say goodbye and thank you, Joe, for the kind words, and thank you, everyone, for giving me this experience.
Thank you.
Keith, very wonderful words.
Our second retiree at Renaissance Middle School is someone who is the first person that most principals look for the minute they walk in the door, and that's the head custodian, Mr. Sam Angelo. Sam is not here this evening, but I'm going to say a few words anyway. Sam has owned the nickname the Mayor of Renaissance, and the reason he got that nickname is because he has been in the district over 40 years. He started driving the mail truck and then was elevated to the role of head custodian of the Rand building at the Tom Rand Elementary School. He since adopted that building and has made it his own home for the last 40 years in the district. In that time, Sam knows every single corner of that building. He is one of the custodians that you will find that will abide by every single policy and rule, almost to nauseam, and will hold you to it. If you bring in the wrong size desk, you'll find it in the hallway and he'll ask you to remove it. If you turn on the lights and the lights are supposed to be off, you can find your room in the dark when you get back. Door is open, he locks it and he closes it. The building is always secure because Sam is there. We are going to miss that personality. We are going to miss him playing, classic rock on a radio in the hallway all day long, despite our kids not understanding who Pink Floyd is. And we're going to miss just his general disposition running that building. He's going to be some big shoes to fill, and I want to congratulate him on his retirement. We'll take care, Sam.
So you don't see Sam, I take it, Joe? Sam's here with us. Okay.
No, not on the call.
Well, congratulations, Sam. Sounds you're a wonderful, wonderful custodian. So we now move to the high school and Principal Tony Grosso. So Tony, you're up.
I'd like to say congratulations to all of the retirees. I'd like to say congratulations to Sandy McKnight, who I had the pleasure of working with for many years. I see her smirking there in the corner. But I also want to congratulate Roz, which I had a very short amount of time working with Roz, but Roz is truly exactly what Erica and Francis has said. You have been an inspiration, and I know for the short amount of time I worked with you, you were for me as well. We had 10 retirees from the high school. I know 2 gentlemen who are with us tonight. Of the 10, I'd like to say a few words about. The first person I'd like to share is Ken Cleardon. Ken Cleardon is leaving Montclair after 22 years serving the community. Ken is an artist. He's a problem solver. He is an inspiration to students, especially the students in SVPA. Ken has been the constant technical director for SVPA for many, many years. I will tell you that although I've been at the high school for a short amount of time, my ability to get to know Ken and to really see what Ken has meant to children was at the final performance that the SVPA had performed this year. And the overwhelming response that the students shared their feelings about Ken, it was remarkable. If anything, and I know Ken knows this, but the lives that you have touched, and the children that you have inspired, and the adults that you have brought joy to, Ken, you are a very lucky man because God has blessed you with the ability to do what you have done for this community. So, Ken, congratulations. You will be severely missed at Montclair High School, and I wish you well in the future.
Thank you, Tony. That was really nice of you to say. I actually started my career, this is sort of like a full circle, because I started with SVPA way back in its infancy as an adjunct teacher. Not many people know that. And I started as a tech director then and taught one tech theater class back in the 80s while I still had my own business. And then later on, when I got into teaching, I was lucky enough to have worked with one of the board members, Priscilla Church. We used to drive together down to Brick Memorial High School, and she sort of took me under her wing and sort of brought me along and helped me through a lot of mistakes as a new teacher to that district. So thank you, Priscilla. And then after I left there, I was lucky enough to come back to Montclair High School, where I've been there for 22 years. And worked with some really wonderful people. My colleague, who's also retiring, we came in together, Dr. Valillo, and we worked on the shows for SVPA. He did the dramas, along with Mr. Dearborn and Dottie Walker Bennett, who was there at the beginning. She would come by. She was the dance teacher and was one of the original founding members. We worked really well together. And I'm not going to miss him because we're going to be seeing a lot of each other, but it's been a real pleasure working with them and working with everyone at the high school, all my colleagues. And I'm really going to miss them, and I'm really going to miss the kids. The kids are really the ones who have kept me sane for these past 22 years at SVPA. They've delighted me. We've had a lot of really wonderful students who have gone on to do great things on Broadway and regional theaters all over the world. So I'm very proud of that, and I'm just grateful for everything that Montclair has given me. So that's it.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
And I just have to add, I saw that last play, I believe, and it was quite a remarkable, unusual play for students to do. And the fact that they were able to pull that play off was quite remarkable. So congratulations, Kenneth.
Yeah, they're really good people. And I just have one more thing to say. It's actually to Dr. Jill Sachs. My stepson, John Scanlon, wishes to send his best wishes to all the retirees and also to you. We want to say, hey. So
thank you. Give him my very best. Thank you.
So I'd like to share with another gentleman who will be retiring this year after 22 years of service to the Montclair Public Schools, is Dr. Stephen Valillo. Dr. Valillo, I knew Dr. Valillo before we knew each other because of the students that he had taught and that I actually taught when I was a teacher at Hillside. As they worked their way up through the Montclair Public Schools, and I kept in touch with Ms. Colin Kelly Sordelay, would often mention Dr. Valillo. And my short time with Dr. Valillo, I got an opportunity to to see him in action and see his passion. He also was a major part of the SVPA. Dr. Villallo taught English and drama, and my only regret is not getting to know Dr. Villallo more, because we both share the passion of drama. And it would have been a joy to really share some stories and really talk about the theater and really get to know each other in that respect. Unfortunately, we haven't had that opportunity because there's been one crisis after the next since I came to the high school. But I will share with you, Steve, your passion for words, your passion for the arts. I respect that about you.